My mother often says that I'm a walking, talking barometer for pollution levels because of my allergy. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, it's still off the charts when it comes to the National Capital Region. We are breathing in a gas chamber. It's considered to be the worst quality of air on this planet. And on Startup Central, we've been putting the spotlight on a whole host of startups that are doing something to improve the quality of the air, make the planet a better place to live in, and at least improve the Delhi's National Capital Region's quality of air. Today, we're putting the spotlight on a startup based out of Jaipur. It's called BattRE, and the founder and CEO, Nishchal Chaudhary, now joining us here. Nishchal, thank you so much. I don't know what the air for you folks in Jaipur is like, but it continues to be terrible in the National Capital Region. You gave up a flourishing career in technology, to be telecom, to be precise, to follow your passion, which is BattRE. What exactly does it do? How are you looking to improve vehicular pollution?
Hi, thanks for having me over. And I'd like to introduce the company BattRE. As the name suggests, we are the basic premise of this organization is about RE, which is renew and renewable. We have been into the electric vehicle space. We've been there for almost 2 years now. We started off with electric cycles last year, and this year, in the month of June 2019, we launched our first electric scooter. And now we have got our distribution network across the southern part of India. We covered Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh.
But tell me something. So basically, but tell me something, Nishchal, with what you're doing. Basically, you need to have a lot of charging stations, right? Which is still not a reality in all of these states that you're really talking about. I'm guessing from what you're telling me, the idea is that I have a smartphone, and on my phone, I see where the charging station is and the closest access to an electric scooter, right? Have I got that right? But you don't have the infrastructure to support this.
No, it's actually a myth. It's a myth that you need to have an infrastructure for charging, because the electric scooter that we have, it has got a detachable battery. Even if you are staying in an apartment, you can actually carry the battery to your home or to your office, and you can easily charge it just like your mobile phone. You know, from a 5 ampere outlet, you can easily charge your battery. You don't really need charging infrastructure to be able to charge your scooter.
Are you saying that the battery that goes in the electric scooters, therefore, is this big, like just as big as our smartphones? Do you have one with you?
No. It's much heavier than this. It's almost 10 kgs plus. But you don't really need to have a public charging infrastructure to charge these scooters. You can just detach the battery from the scooter. You can carry it to your home or to your office, and you can easily charge it from any of the points that are there. In fact, I was just going through one study. There is another company based out of Bangalore which has invested quite heavily in charging infrastructure, and their report suggests that 95% of their users are still charging their scooters at home.
So a 10 kg heavy battery that we can all charge in our homes as well. You don't really need the state governments, etc., to be providing the infrastructure, seems to be what you're telling me. So tell me, Nishchal, now you sell the batteries, is that it?
No, we sell the entire scooter. The battery is part of it. And the battery that we have designed for this scooter is such that it can be detached, can be carried easily to your homes. And we also provide a fast charger with the scooter. And within just 2.5 hours, you can actually fully charge the battery.
How much does the scooter cost?
The scooter, the price of the scooter is 74,000 rupees.
74,000 rupees?
Yes.
So that's, very competitive when I look at also what we have from Bajaj, Hero, etc., because this is also good for the environment, I would imagine.
Sure. Actually, the cost of ownership over a period of, let's say, 6 years, it's much lower than any petrol-fueled scooter, because the cost of running the scooter is just 10 paisa per kilometer, as compared to almost a 2 rupee per kilometer in case of any petrol-fueled scooters. So if you are running, let's say, 50 kilometers every day, you are saving almost 3,000 rupees a month. and within just 2 years, the cost of the entire scooter is, you save that.
I'm going to, lean on your previous career, which was in telecom and internet. Are these
Yeah.
connected scooters?
Yes, so we are launching our connected scooter by end of this month. So we are ready with the product, and we just, going to be launching by end of November.
So end November, I hope you'll let us test this scooter as well. You would love to do a review on it. What all will this connected scooter be able to do? And this is also coming at a time when 2G is not working well. Forget 4G and 3G and all of that. We all know about the call drops, poor mobile network.
See, there are actually going to be two variants in that. So in one variant, you don't need to really put a SIM in the scooter. So we'll be connecting the scooter through Bluetooth with the mobile device of the customer. And whenever that happens, the entire data will be flown into the mobile phone of the consumer and will then get pushed to the cloud after that through the mobile phone of the customer. And in another case, which is for the B2B customers like ride-sharing companies and fleet management companies, we are coming up with a completely connected scooter which will have a SIM embedded into it, which will be directly connected to the cloud. The scooter will directly be connected to the cloud.
Who is making your scooters for you? Are you importing them? How is it working?
See, some parts are coming from China, and almost in terms of the value, around 60% of the scooter is made in India. But there are still some very important components like motor, controller, and some other electronics which are coming from China. But battery, the charger, and other things which are available in India, we are buying it from India.
Okay, and can you tell me how funded you are? If you're manufacturing, you're also doing the app, you're doing the BattRE, all of that. All of this costs money.
Yes, it is. It costs money, but the way we started off was very in terms of very handful of capital we started off with, and we wanted to have a proof of concept before really diving into it completely. And last full year, when we were doing electric cycles, we got that confidence. Yes, we can really give a high quality service experience to the consumers. And our reviews on Amazon from the electric bike consumers is a testimony of that. And then that's when we actually got into scooters. We started off pretty slow, but now we are ramping up every month. We're growing around 30-35% every month. And money is obviously, it's a constraint, but definitely not a showstopper as of now.
So how much funds have you raised? Who are your backers?
So we have from industry experts who are backing us, Mr. Gajendra Chandel, who is the ex-president of Tata Motors. He's backing us. He's an investor in the company. Plus, we have got certain angel investors who have also invested in the company in its early stage. And now we are initiating our round A, Series A, for raising another $1 billion or so.
So you said you're going to be raising another billion?
Million.
Another million, okay. The M and the B's, it sometimes sounds similar when we say million and billion. So you're in fundraising mode?
Yes.
How many scooters have you sold till date?
So we have sold around 700 odd scooters in the last 5 months.
Your startup is 5 months old?
Yeah, so we started in the month of June only. So the first scooter was launched in the month of June. And since then we have sold around 700 odd scooters.
Your main consumer is what? Is it the Ubers, the Olas and of this world, the shuttles of this world, or what is it? Or is it actual consumers in?
As of now, our product, the non-connected product, is actually being targeted directly to the B2C through our dealer network. Once our connected scooter gets launched, by the end of this month, we are already in talks with some ride-sharing companies and fleet management companies. And the internet connected scooter will be the right product for them. And that's when we will be entering into the B2B space.
So you'll enter B2B, and you'll only do scooters. You're never going to look at maybe cars or other vehicles.
We are doing electric cycles and electric scooters.
Electric cycles, what kind of people are buying electric cycles?
The market for that is pretty small. It's a niche product, I would say. People mostly, and the reason why we are right now present only in South India is because our experience with electric cycles was that, almost 90% of our electric cycles were sold in Southern India. And that's why we focus only on Southern India when we started off with our electric scooters. Typically, a customer will be a person who's working with an IT company whose maybe daily ride is around 15 to 20 kilometers one way. He's a health conscious person, but he's not getting enough time for going to the gym or taking going for some exercise. So what they do is that they take our electric cycle, they throttle it to office, and while coming back, they pedal. So, on the way back, they are able to do a little bit of exercise and take care of their health.
With that, Nishchal, you sold 700 scooters since your launch, at a time. And of course, we also talk about that there are just no buyers for scooters and no buyers for cars. At least you're proving that a small company, a startup, which is started with the right messaging of curbing vehicular pollution, seems to be doing well. We wish you all the very best for your November launch. And ride into our studios, ride to our studios in Noida on one of them so we can review it.
Sure. That will be very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.